the 10 foods we should not eat. Food number 1,
high-fat luncheon meats. High-fat luncheon meats, that's right.
High-fat luncheon. 2, diet sodas, Cokes, all that is bad. What's in them that is so bad?
The aspartame.
Aspartame, and it does what to the body?
What's been linked to brain tumors, brain cancer, seizures, headaches, optic nerve degradation. It causes memory loss. It causes depression. It messes up serotonin levels in the brain. It's unbelievably bad. I can't tell you how bad diet sodas are.
Then you talked about
margarine, trans fats.
Right? Trans fats. Then you talk about shellfish.
That's right.
Which are bad. Then all the cookies and the
junk food.
Junk foods.
High fructose corn syrup. That's right.
And you cover
Number 6 to stay away from is interesting because it's almost in everything. It's MSG, monosodium glutamate. When you look at a lot of, in fact, they had Senate meetings on this a few years ago trying to force the manufacturers to label it because it contains a compound, monosodium glutamate, called glutamic acid. Glutamic acid in neurochemistry is called an excitotoxin. It overstimulates brain cells, gives you terrible headaches when you get food if you're allergic to MSG, and it kills your brain. It actually eats holes in your brain, glutamic. And that's the importance of, the animal studies and what they do. Number 7 is chlorine in the water supply. Chlorine and fluoride. Both chlorine and fluoride are deadly poisons. They used chlorine gas in World War I to kill people with.
This is Dr. Mercola, and I have some urgent breaking news to share. The first peer-reviewed lifelong study on rats consuming genetically engineered corn was published earlier this week in the journal Food and Chemical Toxicology. And what they found was very alarming. For 2 years, rats fed on Monsanto's genetically engineered corn or exposed to its top-selling weed killer, Roundup, suffered from massive tumors and organ damage. France, where the study was done, already bans the growing of genetically engineered crops, and 2 days ago they called for a probe that could actually lead to the European Union intervention, including an emergency ban of all imports of Monsanto's genetically engineered corn. So what caused France to take such drastic action? Well, in this study, 50% of the males and 70% of the female rats died prematurely, compared with only 30% and 20% in the control group. The rats that were fed either genetically engineered corn or the herbicide Roundup had an increased risk of developing breast cancers, suffering organ damage, and dying.
Talking about the 10 worst foods that you can eat. And GMOs, genetically modified products, and MSG, for example, and they were talking about how MSG actually is acidic and it rots, it puts holes in your brain, GMOs cause cancer, GMOs cause infertility, those kinds of things. So my concern is, are you understanding that 89% as an average, 89% of the stuff that's in the stores that's being grown on farms right now are GMO products? It's horrendous. It's actually absolutely ridiculous. And if you go to the store thinking that 89%, 90% of everything in the store is bad to eat, what are you eating? This has no GMO in it. None. This has no MSG. None. 25-year shelf life, so you can store it away. Or you can simply eat it every day. You can get on a month-to-month program, and it's delivered to my house every month. It's going to be coming to the house every month. This is only my 2nd month, and I don't know what else to tell you. So, don't take my word for it. Go to my website, funfantasticfood.net. You got about $40 worth of stuff here. This is a sample pack. It's actually a planning pack. You get $40 worth of stuff. You pay $10 for shipping. And like I said, don't take my word for it until you check it out for yourself.